Yo guys, it's your boy Zayed back for another video. Today, my voice might sound a little bit different to some of the other videos. I found this new, voice changer basically. That lets my voice, I input a bunch of clips of me when I was younger. So it might sound a bit off at times, but I think it'll probably sound better than the particle style and Edo Tensei. Not if this is coming out before that, but if it is, then yeah, it'll sound better than that. I might even put this in at random times of the Edo Tensei. Anyways, this is What If Deku. Oh, this is my first Deku What If. Okay, that's new. I was not realising that. I didn't know which one I was going to What If today, but I just clicked on a random one and it came with Deku. So this is one I made. What if Deku had a poison quirk? So I guess all I can say is, let's get started. So, on the day Karchon gets his quirk, he starts showing off, and he's saying how no one is as cool as him. Izuku wants to be cool, asks his dad, who is trying to be the cool parent, to get him a snake. And Hisashi, for some idiotic reason, actually gets him one. And he brings it home, but Izuku thinks it's so cool. So, when he wakes up the next day, he looks into the tank, who he named Sir Jefferson the Great, and decided he should take Jeff to school. He picks him up and carefully, very carefully, puts him in his all-white lunch bag. At lunchtime, Karchon is on a table for some weird reason. Kid Karchon on a table, showing everyone his quirk again. But Deku stands up and unzips his backpack, and everyone begins to stare at Jeff. Bakugo steps off the table, looking kind of annoyed where he lost his attention, but Karchon is still curious. Izuku puts Jeff on the table, and he starts slithering around until Jeff stops at 3 people. Deku, that side character in their class with wings, and a girl who had just transferred to the school, Mina Ashido. Jeff, not knowing any better, bites the guy with wings and, he faints. At least, that's what he thinks. He probably died. This leads to Mina's quirk activating for the first time on Jeff, basically burning a hole straight through Jeff. Deku, not knowing what to do with the winged guy, tries saving him, for he wants to be a great hero, just like All Might. He knows that Jeff is a venomous cobra and decided that before this was all his fault, the winged guy shouldn't die, he should. So he sucks the poison, is about to suck the poison out. But before he could, his hand started moving naturally, unconsciously, subconsciously. Which one's better? Tell me in the comments. Like he was born for this. He shot his hands out and the poison came out of the wound, forming into the shape of... What would Deku be thinking of at this time? How old is he? He's like 5, I guess. 4, 5. Okay, into the shape of a tech deck, I guess. I don't know. What do 4 and 5-year-olds like? I'll just say a tech deck. But this took so much energy, he fainted. When he was in the hospital, he saw Mina was next to him, who had also fainted after she used her quirk. They started speaking, and Deku, he apologised for bringing Jeff, and Mina apologised for killing him. But when the doctor walks in, he sees the two lying down awake, and tells them to sit up. He explains both of their quirks, obviously Mina with an acid quirk, and he tells Deku he has the power to manipulate already existing acid. I wrote acid here. Already existing poison, able to form it and transport it. Form it. Okay, yeah, no, okay. I wrote this like a week ago, chat. He also said that Deku will be able to transport the poison into people's bloodstreams. The two would be so hyped hearing this, and agree they would become heroes together, and declared each other BFF, best friends forever. But in both of their eyes there was a glint of love. When they returned to school, the class is bonding over the two's quirks, and one guy would thank Deku but also hate him for bringing Jeff. This would make Karchan kinda pissed, for he lost his attention. 2 year time, no, 4 year time skip? 4 or 5 year time skip, let's just say that they're like 9, 10. After school, Mina and Deku would head to a junkyard, but the day before, Deku would have asked for a bottle of poison that his doctor would usually give him to practice his quirk with. Deku opens the bottle and the poison starts floating. Deku molds the poison into a small sphere. Not that small, like, imagine like 10-year-old Deku, like half of him. And like, imagine if you've watched 7 Deadly Sins. Imagine Spirit Spear Chastifault like that. And he would slowly throw it at Mina, who, in this timeline, is not pink, but still has horns, cuz. I don't know, cuz. I just felt like it, okay? Chat, listen, it's my job. I'm writing this, not you. The two would repeat this for 2 years, with their quirks getting stronger, while they also went to the gym together. Eventually, the two are seen as a couple of sorts, and it's kind of well known. Now, the day of the sludge villain, okay, let's not say 2 years, then like 4 years, because I think high school's 14, I'm not American, chat. The day of the sludge villain would happen, and Mina and Deku are walking together. When the sludge villain came, Deku would... Well, it's sludge poison. I think that the sludge villain is poison, would mould the sludge villain into just a cube, and then Mina would shoot acid at it, burning him. Eventually All Might comes, but Deku just gets an autograph, because he's not some fanboy like that. And the sludge villain doesn't escape. In the 10th month of training, Deku and Mina would continue, and Deku would dye his hair, because like, Mina has pink hair, he wants purple hair, kind of like the thumbnail. If I'm still using that thumbnail. I don't know. On the day of the exam, Mina and Deku are sitting next to each other, but Deku never trips, so he never meets Uraraka. When they need to leave to go to their secretariat, Mina kisses Deku on the lips. I don't know why I wrote that or specified, but I might edit that out. If you're hearing this when I was lazy, you're gonna hear this. And they wish each other good luck. When Deku goes in, President Mike says, "Go, go, go! There aren't countdowns in a real fight." And Deku opens one of his bottles using his poison. He molds it to give him wings. He creates poison daggers and flies, slashing robots with concentrated poison that form the poison daggers. Don't know how to specify that. And Izuku would do this again and again, but when the 0 pointer is about to crush Ochako, Deku would hesitate, thinking, Mina's gonna be so pissed if I talk to another girl. But he does go in and slash the rock. He's still a hero. With poison. So he slashes the rock with poison, and that all ends up the same. Deku and Mina are on their date night and decide to open their acceptance together, with Mina kind of being annoyed at Deku for, speaking to Uraraka, and Deku just profusely apologising, even though this is kind of a toxic relationship. I'm still enjoying this. And they both open their letters and they both hear they pass. They both hear they got into class 1A. They kiss each other because I guess that's the stage we're on. Okay, what was 1 week ago? Zayat thinking chat. He got the highest. Then Deku realises he got the highest in the whole competitors, I guess. It wouldn't be the whole school, cause let's just say it was out of all the competitors. And he's pretty happy. He goes into the class and he sees Ida fighting Bakugo. Bakugo sees Deku and knows he got higher than him. And Bakugo, being the pissed anger issue Pomeranian he is, shoots an explosion at Deku. But Aizawa cancelled Bakugo's quirk and told Bakugo to not be an idiot or he would be expelled. Bakugo shuts up respectfully. Aizawa does the usual and tells the class to put their clothes on. And Mina kisses Deku before they go into the changing room. And Aizawa says, "You're not in a rom-com, go change." Okay, fair enough. In the changing room, all the guys are saying how did Deku end up with a girl like Mina, because Mina's pretty fucking hot in this timeline. And Deku just ignores them, and Deku's ripped, because he went to the gym with Mina. Anyways, they come out and Deku is just ready to do this. The whole thing is of the last person being expelled still happens, but obviously that's not going to be Deku. Deku ends up getting 6th place because I don't really see his poison helping him. Maybe in the ball throw he can make like a poison claw hand to throw it extra far, and he can maybe like use his wings in the dash, but that doesn't really help. So he gets like 6, 7 because he's still pretty fit. And Mineta, because Hagakure, I think that's the invisible girl, is better than Mineta in every possible way. Anyways, so Kachan starts bragging to Deku how he's better, and Deku just ignores him. They go home, and now it's time for the day of the heroes vs villains. And for the sake of the plot itself, Deku and Mina vs Bakugo and Ida. For the sake of plot, Deku gets Mina. And Deku has a hero suit that just looks like the thumbnail, but he has like, around his waist, he has like a belt of like bottles or vials of poison that he can just flick open to wield. He also has, I've already said that, I already mentioned the purple hair. In the fight, Mina blasts acid through the ceiling, melting it. Deku opens a vial and forms his poison rings. He holds Mina by the waist and they fly up like some kind of rom-com. But Bakugo ignores this romance and just blasts an explosion. Good on you, Bakugo. But Deku and Mina do a poison acid combo where Deku, I'm going to say he gets his like spear, his poison spear, and Mina coats it in acid just for the pure vibes. Like that just, and then like they throw that at the floor, not actually at Bakugo. So Bakugo just falls and he doesn't get back up because like why would he? And Mina just melts Ida's armor with her poison. They touch the bomb, and Mina is named the team MVP because she got them to the top, she got Ida's armor off, and she helped with getting Bakugo down. And Izuku kisses her because like she did good for him, I guess. What was I thinking, chat? 13 minutes in. Chat, that's 14 minutes in, and I'm at the US. Oh, this is nearly over then. Chat, I'm joking. Stay, chat. Anyways, now for the USJ. Naruto and Mina are on the bus, sitting next to each other, with Mina fighting for Deku's honor because the whole class is debating who's the strongest. Mina saying, "No one's better than Izuku, no one is." And that just ends up happening. All the girls are going crazy about this, like, it's just funny, I guess. Just like a throw-in there scene, I guess. And when they get in there, Kirishima shouts, "Cool, they got fake villains." And 13 says, "We don't." Naruto pops open a vial and forms a shield. Knowing this, will be a fight, life or death. Anyways, guys, I hope you loved this video. This was a blast writing. Honestly, I might just do part 2 of this before I do Particle Part 2, or if Edo's 10 things not released yet, then Edo Part 1 or Edo Part 2. Or I've already recorded Edo Part 1. Tell me in the chat comments what you guys want. Anyways, don't forget to like, sub, hit the noti bell, join my Discord. Peace, my kingdom.